what God sent me to let you know. You are mine, and I love you, and I forgive you. And I don't expect you to kiss my feet and bow down 20 times or to do all the different gyrations that are there according to law. I only ask one thing, that you let me into your life so that you can trust me to love you through everything. And Jesus tells this parable. Well, people of God, those of us who know we're sinners, who know the things that we have done, who know the things we probably will do, making bad choices because we've done that our lives. Those of us who know that we're not perfect and that the only way we can make it through this life is with Him. Well, I don't owe Him 500 denarii. I owe Him probably thousands and millions of denarii for the debt. And the debt was paid. The debt was paid. Whether we owe Him 50 denarii or 500 or 5 million, the debt has been paid. He paid the debt. He went to the cross for you and me. And He says to us, let my life be the beacon for faith that all is forgiven. Love is only love if there is forgiveness, people. Many of you have known people who says, I'll love you if. Many of you have had parents who said, well, I'm disappointed in you. I don't love you anymore. Or, well, you know, if you do this, this, and this. I see this commercial on TV, or no, it's on the radio, where, well, we don't know how to talk to our children about financial affairs. Because when we were growing up, our parents said we can't afford it, and that was it. But now, all we can say is, well, you get good grades and you do this and whatever, and they know that means we're going to get what we want. How do we talk to them? Well, people of God, that is the way the Pharisee looked. He was a child of Abraham. He did the law. He did what he needed to do. And he didn't need forgiveness for anything. You notice how he answered Jesus? I suppose the one who was forgiven the most. Meaning, yeah, that's probably true, but since I don't need forgiveness, I don't understand why you're asking me this question anyway. But you know.
I think he felt more guilty. It's like, oh, darn, you caught me.
Yeah, you did this, you didn't do this, you didn't do this. You know, Jesus is very, very kind. He didn't just flat tell Simon, buddy, you have a problem. He's trying to get through to him. Like he tries to get through to us. And what he has done for this woman is say, your sins are forgiven. Oh! When anybody tells me that Jesus didn't tell them he was divine, that he was God from earth, from heaven, whenever anybody tells me that he never answered that question, I look at them and say, excuse me, how many times did he tell people your sins are forgiven? There is only one who can forgive sins. How many times did they say that? That was the reason why he was anathema to them. Because he said, your sins are forgiven, only God can do that. Therefore, he has tell them that he is God come to earth. Are you the king? Pilate asked. You say so. I am a king. Not of this earth. And even Pilate recognized this was the King of the Jews. He wrote it above the crucifixion. Don't say he was the King of the Jews. The Jewish people said. Say that he presumed to be, wanted to be, might have even thought he was. But people of God, either Jesus was who he said he was, or he was a lunatic. And there's no reason for us to be here. Because if he was a lunatic, then us being here means we are too. As C.S. Lewis would say. People who have had addictions. I say had. Have. We have addictions. We know that it is a day at a time, an hour at a time sometimes, 5 minutes at a time, sometimes it's seconds. We recover little by little, but we know it is just a matter. I'm a recovering sinner until I sin the next time. I am addicted to being self-centered, wanting things my way, doing things my way, and then, oops, I blew it. Jesus, forgive me. For those of us who recognize that not only do we need him every minute, every hour, every day, but that we will accept his forgiveness, gives us the ability to forgive and love others. And if somebody tells me they can't forgive someone, then I just look at them and I say, gee whiz, you can't forgive them. You can't forgive them. Well, just let me know what it is that makes you so great that you don't need God's forgiveness. And they'll look at me like, what? People of God, those of us who know the forgiveness and love of God know that forgiveness is necessary. There is no love without forgiveness. And that doesn't mean we're going to get it right from that time. I'm not going to tell you that that woman was no longer a sinner later on. I got a feeling, like most of us, that we fall short of the glory of God. And we need his forgiveness